Hey, Epic Otter. Welcome to my failed attempts at unsuckafooing all the suckafoos that have suckafooed this game. See the news about Tom Holland yesterday? I did not. I don't have my pulse on the stardom stuff. I don't know. I'm not really in tune with celebrity lives.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes.
What are its hallmarks?
Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
I'd rather know more about the world of today.
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what no one knows.
Okay, do a quick save.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Thanks, let's talk about something else.
Yes?
I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
The bird?
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
She didn't break it, I did. I threw it against the wall.
You broke the skewer!
His face is flushed with emotions. A rash covers his neck.
I assure you it was him.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you. Again.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
It's a mystery.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. A symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
Jesus. She said she was flattered. It was just bad timing.
Really? I should give her a call then.
The man doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brow and stares at the counter.
Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...?
Goodbye. What's in here? Dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. Thanks for the money.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
Basically, Tom Holland wants to make a Jack and Daxter movie, but wants to make it dark and weird like A24. He wants to direct. He wants to produce. He wants to star in it. I'm confused by wants to make, I guess, and what that actually means. Also, Nintendo Direct tomorrow. I saw that primarily because of a retweet, because I don't follow Nintendo, but I think I'm going to watch that tomorrow. Maybe.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please. It's not funny.
Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Drawing arcs in the air. You said you're friends with Manana. Manana. Is that true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends.
What's in that borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer, with his brow arched.
No.
Borscht need more vodka?
He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself!
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
I'll leave the cooking to you. I have business.
The cook gives you a long, inspecting look, then shrugs too, and seems to wait for you to speak.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine, whatever that's supposed to mean.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue.
You think he wants to start in it? Aha. You're gonna stream it? Oh wait, never mind. You work that day? You hate it. I work that day too. But the greatness of working from home and being able to, you know, I just have a great job. You know, I just have a wonderful job where I can set aside 40 minutes and be like, you know, I'll go ahead and do this. And then go back to doing my job as if, you know, no time has passed.
You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Gotta push on the door.
door does not budge.
Wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Right, it's not important. Let's go.
The door stands silent, unmoved by your words. You still feel like you should look into it if you get the chance.
There is money right here. Look at that. Like invisible money. That person knew? Alright, we need to stop. Going all slow. Now you want to work from home eventually? Tired of working outside? More or less a construction worker. There are... There are a couple of things that I will never do no matter what my financial situation is. One, I will never work in fast food. Two, I will never work in a call center where
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
like the stereotypical call centers of I don't necessarily want to say like the scam calls. That's not really what I'm referring to, but it's the ones where you're calling people to offer insurance or something like that. You know, like I will never do those two jobs. Then right above that is if I'm really desperate, manual labor. But thankfully I haven't gotten there yet. Right above that is joining the army. And then there's like a slew of other things. Illegal scams, I don't necessarily want to say that they're scams. I mean, they could be legitimate. I mean, let's be honest here. Car insurance is a scam. At least I think it is. I have to pay between $400 and $700 every 6 months for a crash that I may never get into for the next 35 years. That may or may not be my fault. Health insurance. Let's not even get into that. You never work as a banker? Even you have standards. You know, if I had the, and what I would feel is the intelligence to maintain a banking position, I could see myself becoming a banker. You know, sure. I think a lot of people would probably look at that position and say like, oh, you know, such a morally devoid job. But there's a lot of jobs out there that don't really do morally good things. It's just what we call capitalism, you know? It's just the way it is. So I thought the Whirling in Rags was the trash company, but then we went over there and like that place, what is this?
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
None of these look relevant to me. Okay. You kind of like the idea of insurance, sharing the risk, but it should not be for profit. I don't mind insurance being a thing. I just don't really understand how. I guess you probably put it more succinctly than I have. You know, it's for profit. I just don't understand how you pay monthly, but you know, that's just a bill for having insurance. It's not helping you with anything. And then once you do get into an accident, you know, it's not like, oh, okay, you know, we'll take care of it. Everything, you don't have to worry about anything. It's such a hassle to get things taken care of. It's like they just want to take your money and not do anything. It's nonsense.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I could try that again. I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
Push the panels aside, Kuno.
And then what? You fucking there? You fucking Kuno's kingdom?
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno!
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
I don't understand how to communicate with this kid, because this kid is a very special child. And I could say any one of these things, and any one of these things could allow me to get closer to what I need to do, but at the same time, this kid is just going to destroy my life regardless. Kuno's such a sweetheart. I hate this kid so much. The prime example of how I feel kids are evolving nowadays. Just some degenerate, crazy kids that I feel like the clinical term on the internet right now is boomer. I believe my boomer is showing. Anyways. Sure. I'll continue to try to be one with the Kuno. Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. It's crap.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
On a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
It's with a tube of Magnesalam.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
Magnesium, right?
Okay, whatever. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, and you look like you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
I don't like this because I feel like the kids will just retaliate on them. Or on the gardener, and I don't really want that. I'd rather slap this kid and, I don't know, throw him over the fence or something. I guess we'll try this one again. Where we need the 14, so we need a 10, so 2 5s and up. 17%. Show me the money!
What's going on? Is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push your buttons. Like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang. None of these are going to work. Kuno, you must have seen all kinds of things throwing stones here. Want to help the RCM bust a murder?
Fuck no! What are you? Fucking mentally handicapped?
Kuno, they've almost made you a snitch now!
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
He nods, big boy style, incredibly proud of himself.
He'd rather die than work with the justice system.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I hate this kid so much. Oh my gosh, I hate this kid so much. Who else authorized the whirling trash? Find this person and you know who tampered with the scene. It may take a while. Victims' tattoos. We're running out of things to do, and time is getting late.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
What is this NWA stuff all over this place?
Excuse me?
He doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
The street sign says that.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
You didn't say she wrote it. You asked what it was doing there.
I didn't say you wrote it.
Sir, it was implied in your question.
The timidness is gone for a second. Something else takes its place. a readiness.
All right, I didn't mean to startle you.
Okay.
Any directions?
Since the street sign's messed up? Okay. What do you need? No problem.
Okay, you're not helpful. All right, you know about stars, right?
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
Tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
What's going on here? Did I completed this? That. Oh, breakthrough imminent. Imminent. Okay.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. Ow.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox, 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Hooray. It could have been a hobo cop. Zoom out. Alright, there are a few people that I haven't talked to. Guess I'll talk to them.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello?
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
I don't want to know her name. What is her name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signaling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
You're cold. Can I help in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
She doesn't know what else to say.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I should have a word with the store owner, maybe.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Vacuum bottle? Okay, bye. Cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. Titled Man from Hilmdal and the Wildfire. Hilmdal. Gift books and molten candy. You know, I have a feeling that I'm gonna just run into a very bad situation with this game, and then I'm just gonna get like a game over or something. Book collects the national receipts of Arda. They are all about lake trout.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
My goodness. So are you the owner of this store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched, as if to give it more penetration. Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
And she's certainly very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
Okay, let's change the subject.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Bye. Place looks suspicious.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You ought to.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm. an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
I'll scroll down. My scroll thing is not the best working.
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
Who are these Seminese?
Inhabitants of Elysium, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
This isn't going to go well.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Damn, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hands fly over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I am sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The powers. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Alright. This is very, very awkward. But we'll talk. I can talk.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? Just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
Just a storage room, then why does it have a Seminese ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile, then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. Why didn't you just tell me right away? It's the curse.
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy. and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
This one's not in quotes and is strange to me. Strange, I feel unwanted too. What is this? What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if this curse is for real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
A para-detective. I want to go for it. 83%. Let's do it.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I have returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
You look like one.
Thanks, Rhetoric.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Simonese blood also runs through me.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity, or I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney, the passage between heaven and the underworld, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Huzzah! Conned my way into going into a back room. That conversation took so long just to open up some curtains. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to hard save here. And then continue. We can mark a little bit.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Pull them open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
All terrified, O escapes from Lysance as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. Vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Oh boy.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Lock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
This is funny. Oh, you want to talk?
What is this place?
Looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages.
He draws a stripe on the dusty floor with his foot.
I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on. There should be one in my kinema.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Go get the flashlight then.
The lieutenant nods.
Mouse. To the Kimina. Oh. Revachol is pronounced Rivachol. Orange is pronounced Oranje.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Might as well take everything.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
$187 on a hook. Sometimes my whatchamacallit doesn't register. There's my marking notification. Let's equip. Flashlight. And let's save.